Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? Jared Fuller here. Today is Sunday, July 22nd, 2018. Off camera we have Amy, and Dad's awake. I think he went to the bathroom, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, he went to the bathroom. So, how you guys doing? I hope you had a wonderful week. My week was actually not bad. It was pretty good. As opposed to the week before that, which was stressful. I'm happy to say, and I'm happy to report, that this past week was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll let you ask me that.
Well, I mean, for you it wasn't good, but for me, I mean, I had a pretty good week. There were a couple of high points to the week. 2 high points. I'm not saying goodbye yet. I'm not saying peace out yet. No, there were a couple of actually, there were 3. There were 3 good points to last week. 3, now that I think about it. The first one was at my sister. I consider her my sister. She was married to my brother for a little while. She is up visiting from Florida, and she stopped in. It was my niece Angel, her mom, and Angel's 2 brothers, and a guy named Ron. They all stopped in to see me. I wasn't expecting it, but it was a nice visit. Angel's mom and I, and I won't get too much into this, but Angel's mom and I, when she was married to my brother, we were at each other's throats constantly. We didn't get along. We were both younger. I was still a kid. She was younger. Things are different when people are married to siblings and such, it's a different environment. But when Jill, that's Angel's mom, when Jill was married to my brother Jay, the times were different, and a lot of it had to do because of the fact that she was married to Jay, and we never got along. We didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and it was a different time. And now, all these years later, we're actually pretty close. We've developed a tight bond. And she told me if I needed her, I can text her, I can call her. And now, I think deep down, Jill and I have always really loved each other. But, again, it's because she was married to my brother, and Jay was into some not so good things in his younger days, and that had a lot to do with it. And of course, not putting Jay's business out there, but, it was a different time. And we didn't see eye to eye, Jill and I, and now we do. And we've gotten closer. She, like I said, she's up visiting from Florida. I'm not sure if she's staying at her mom's or if she's staying in Saginaw. I have no idea. Dad doesn't know. Amy doesn't know, and I don't know. But it was good to see her again. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad she came out to visit. So that's high point number 1. High point number 2 is a kid that I had gone to school with, and I've known him for probably 20 years since I've lived here. He got married at the courthouse in Saginaw, and his dad, who lives just right around the corner from us, invited us to his house for a party. And it was a lot of fun. There was food, and there were music and a keg. I didn't drink, of course. But it was a lot of fun just to be around friends and to be around people who make you laugh, and you can joke with them. And it was really nice. And my buddy's younger brother, the one who got married, well, it was his younger brother. He was drunk. He was 3 sheets to the wind. He threatened to punch Dad in the face. And Dad's like, really? Come on, man. Whatever. You're cool, buddy. And I let it roll off my back. It's like, yeah, I just consider the source and consider the fact that he's had a few. And he even said some things to me, but it's like, yeah, whatever. I just let it roll off my back. I don't take it personal. I've known those boys for a good many years.
10:01 and Jay's up. 10:01 and your son's up. I'm shocked.
Okay. But that was the second high point. Is we were at the party, and we wish my buddy all the best in his marriage, and I hope things go well for him. The third, and saving the best for last as far as I'm concerned. The third high point of the week was yesterday for me. Not so much for Dad and Amy, but for me. We had a party yesterday at my Uncle Tim's house, and it was my cousin's birthday. My cousin Damien, he turned 11 on July 18th, but they were down visiting yesterday, and so we had a party for him yesterday on the 21st. We got cracked with a pretty good thunderstorm, and it poured rain for probably, I'd say, a half an hour, and there was a bright flash of lightning, and then the next thing, boom, and it shook the house, and it made my cousin jump, and yeah, it was loud. It was really loud. And then, like 20 minutes after the storm had passed, they lost power. So I don't know if it was storm related, if maybe a tree limb had fallen across a power line. I don't know. But it was just weird. Yeah, they were repairing or fixing a transformer on Wood Street at the corner of Pearl Street in Chesaning. And actually, there were three high points to last week, but there's a fourth thing I wanted to talk about. A week from today, I will be in Sandusky, Ohio, visiting with a cancer warrior brother, and I'm not going to give the name because, as it turns out, my haters, who are always constantly watching my videos, are reporting back to the people who were supposed to be my friends, filling their heads with a bunch of crap. So I learned my lesson. I'm not going to give a name, but I'm going to be meeting them next Sunday in Sandusky, Ohio. I am so looking forward to that. And they're going to be bringing me a pepperoni roll from West Virginia. So when I'm done with this video, I'm going to be calling a fudge shop over in Frankenmuth to see if they sell Mackinac Island fudge. And I'm going to be taking some Mackinac Island fudge to them. I know, guys, I left you out. I'm so sorry. I'll buy an extra box of Mackinac Island fudge and bring it home.
$25 a box.
Yeah, it's
$25 a box.
yeah, yeah. Well, in St. Ignace, because yeah,
So expensive up there.
it's expensive. But in St. Ignace, there's a place called Indian Village, and I love the place. I love Indian Village. It's across the Mackinac Bridge. They sell Mackinac Island fudge, and they have different varieties, different flavors. And as Dad pointed out, it is expensive. But, what's money? What's cost when it comes to doing something for a friend? And my friend had sent me an email. She says, "Have you ever had a pepperoni roll before?" I said, "No. Usually my pepperoni just lies there. It doesn't roll. It just lies there." And she got the joke, luckily. But it was just really it was really nice to have that conversation with her and to share some laughs. And next week, I have no doubt that we're going to have a wonderful time. I don't know where we're going to meet up for dinner. We haven't decided on a place yet. Time's a ticking, so we got to make a decision here. She's got my cell phone number. I have her cell phone number, and I'm just looking forward to it. I can't wait. I've never been to Sandusky, Ohio. I've been to Toledo. Toledo's a pretty big place. I'm going to be leaving here about 1 o'clock in the afternoon next Sunday. So I'll be doing the Sunday video update probably around the same time next week.
Okay.
And then I'll be leaving at 1 o'clock because we're trying to meet up at like around 6 o'clock in the evening. I don't know how long it takes to get from here to Sandusky.
A couple hours.
But I know I've been to Toledo, and it takes probably 2 or 3 hours to get from here to Toledo. And Sandusky would be east of Toledo, so I'm going to have to use the the 8090 Ohio Turnpike, and I'll have to pay a toll.
Up by Cedar Point.
Well, that's where they're going. They're going to be vacationing at Cedar Point. But we're going to be meeting up for dinner next Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be wearing my T-shirt that she sent to me in the mail. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have a feeling that we're gonna share lots of laughter. We're gonna have serious talks, serious conversations, which we do through email anyhow, and it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be great. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll try to get some pictures if the Warrior is down with taking pictures. If he's up for it, I should say. If he's down with it, if he's up for it. Kind of like Slim to None and Fat Chance. They're the opposite but have the same meaning. I can't explain it. But anyway, so for me, it's been actually a pretty good week. I still have to take my antidepressant medicine here.
So do I, Jared.
I have to take my Lexapro.
That's my little incident yesterday.
But it's been a good week for me, and I hope this week will be good as well. And while I'm thinking about it, don't forget to visit GuideStar.org. GuideStar.org, as a friendly reminder, is a website that is tied in with the Internal Revenue Service, and they give a complete listing of 501c3 nonprofit organizations and LLCs. Don't be duped. Do your homework and visit GuideStar.org today. And as a matter of fact, I was watching the local news. And Dad, I don't know if you saw this, but on the local news on Friday night, they were discussing how a person claimed to have a 501c3, and they scammed like $75,000. And they referenced GuideStar.org in the segment, which I was really very pleased because I talk about GuideStar every week. I mention GuideStar every week in the Sunday video updates. What's that?
They were talking about it yesterday. That TriStar or whatever.
GuideStar.
Yeah.
GuideStar. Not OnStar. GuideStar. GuideStar is just a website that contains all of the legitimate 501c3s and LLCs. Well, I think the guy was from Michigan, wasn't he? I think he claimed to have a 501c3 and he didn't. And he embezzled like $75,000. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I'd have to, you know what? Google is always a very, very, very reliable source. So I'm going to check this out. Michigan man embezzles $75,000. Former jail employee accused of embezzling at least $75,000 from tether payments. Well, that was back in 2015. I need something that's more recent. 100,000. It was on Fox 66, I believe. WSMH, Fox 66. It was a story that they covered.
Stop biting. Oh.
Now, Amy, keep your teeth to yourself. Oh, he's talking about our dog Scruffy. My bad.
Aren't you, Jared?
I'm not even seeing the story on here. Usually they would, the profit report. That's what I want to look for because that's where, the profit report, right there. Yeah. Because they did cover it. I know they covered it. But why aren't they sharing a link to it? But anyway, it was on Friday night. They had talked about a guy who claimed to have a 501c3. I don't know if he actually did, though, did he?
I don't know.
It had something to do with a 501c3, and he had taken a bunch of money. It was like $75,000, and they referenced GuideStar.org. So anybody out there in Facebook world who wants to claim that, well, nobody knows GuideStar.org, well, I beg to differ, because it was on the local news on Friday night. They referenced the site, and they said, check GuideStar.org and some other website that is tied in with the Internal Revenue Service. They're tied in with the federal government, and they would be the first to know those things. So I'm not the only one, but it would be nice if everybody knew about GuideStar.org and these websites that are tied in with IRS, so that way they're not being gypped and they're not being lied to and fooled, and you can easily verify 501c3s and LLCs. And sadly, in the last place that I would ever want to see it is in the child and cancer community, because these kids and these families didn't ask to be put in that position, and unfortunately they are, and there are people out there who will scam. There are a lot of disgusting slime bag people in the world who will prey on innocent people. And for the life of me, I can't understand why anyone would be okay with that. I have a hard time letting that get into my head. I have a hard time digesting that thought, because if that was someone doing that to my mom and dad when I was sick, I can assure you, and I'm not saying that people weren't scamming back then either, but if someone ever used me to gain an advantage, they're using my near-death experience to gain an advantage or to get something in return, bet your asses that my parents would be on the case. But fortunately it didn't happen to me, but it's the fact that it's happening to other people. And you can say all the lies and rumors you want about me on Facebook, it's not going to shut me up. Not by far. I mean, you can ask these two. It's hard to shut me up about anything.
Yeah.
But anywho, yeah, it is. It's very hard to keep me quiet about things, because when I feel very passionately about something, you can't shut me up. You can make all the empty threats to the FBI that you want. The FBI, which I'm waiting to hear anything from the FBI, a certified letter, a phone call, anything.
Certified letter, because there ain't no parents calling me from the FBI.
Right. So a certified letter, which I have not received any certified mail.
Then you better have some ID on you. Come to my door.
And here's the thing, even if I were to receive certified mail from any federal organization, they better have a good reason for sending it. And that's all I'm saying. What do you think?
Yeah, and you better have some identification or they'll get put right off the land.
Well, no, I'm saying if I receive certified mail, they better have a good reason for sending it.
Yeah.
And, of course, if you're going to be referencing and sourcing the FBI when someone calls you out, wow. This is like third grade all over again. The kid who gets called out for being a bully runs back to the teacher or the headmaster and says, "Oh my God, he won't leave me alone." Well, you started this fight, man. You started the fight, and there's people out there who are willing to finish it if it means continuously calling you out. Just like they were saying that I was a fake, I had fake profiles on Facebook, which is not true. It's just not. I mean, people say to me, well, how do you prove that it wasn't you? Well, how could I prove it? I don't have any fake accounts, so how could I prove it?
Well, they think me and you are the same person.
Yeah, they think my dad and I, they think we're the same person. No, we're not.
I'm like 60 years old, man.
my dad's 60, I'm 32, and Amy, she's just old. No, she's only going to be 46 in August.
So,
But anyway, I mean, it's just, and I'll tell you what it is. It's because this person that I called out, there is so much evidence against him, which was pointed out by someone else who is not a happy camper, and they had done an hour-long Facebook Live video reading actual court documents of this person, and, well, one thing leads to another. When one word gets out, and everybody knows, I mean, everybody knows about the whole situation. But the thing is, the point I was trying to make was they're trying to find anything and everything they can to pin against me, which, that sounds a lot like desperation to me. Because there is nothing to pin against me. So, but like Dad says, I gotta let it go. Yep. But, you know, I'm just not gonna be quiet about certain things, you know, because there are real people out there, there are real families being affected, and I'll tell you one thing they can't take from me, I'm a survivor. They can't take that from me, so.
They can try it. But it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, they can try a lot of things. They can try shitting through the eye of a needle, but I don't think that'll happen either.
No.
But anyway, for me it's been a pretty good week, and I'm very, very looking forward to next Sunday. There was a place in Frankenmuth I wanted to call. They opened up at 10 o'clock, and it's already after 10, I believe.
Yeah,
It's 20 after already. I'm going to call them and find out if they carry Mackinac Island fudge, and if they do, I'm going to go over there and check it out. Macaroni fudge. Yuck. Yuck. I don't think I've ever... Yes, I have had Mackinac Island fudge, but an ice cream, which is really good. Really good. As a matter of fact, right when I'm thinking about it, I will... yes, because Google is a very trusty source. So, fudge shops in Frankenmuth. Fudge Kitchen and Murdoch's Fudge of Frankenmuth. So I'm going to call them right now. 652-4775. Get them on speaker.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Really?
Please check the number and dial again.
Call cannot be completed? I'm looking right at the number. I have to dial 989-52-477. But it's Frankenmuth.
Might not be open.
They open at 10.
We're sorry. You must first dial a 1 or a 0 when...
You're getting on my nerves here, operator. 1-989-652-4775. Last time. Jackpot.
Thank you for calling Murdoch's Fudge.
Yeah, do you have Mackinac Island fudge there?
We have Murdoch's Fudge. They originated in Mackinac Island.
Okay, but I mean, like, do you sell it there at your shop in Frankenmuth?
Yeah, she's a fourth generation, and she makes it here.
Okay. How much is it?
It's $8 a slice, or 4 slices for $25.
4 slices for $25. Okay. I'm from Chesaning, so I wanted to call and make sure and kind of do a little homework on, because I've never been to your shop before, and there are some people, excuse me, there's people going to be visiting from West Virginia, and I wanted to get them a gift, so I wanted to check around.
Yeah.
And I know that Frankenmuth has tons of, well, I wouldn't say tons, but I know of a couple of fudge shops over there, so.
Yeah, this is the best in Frankenmuth, so.
The best?
The fudge is awesome.
Well, that's very, very good to know, and I will probably come out and pay you guys a visit and just kind of check things out.
Okay, you can come out and sample. That'd be awesome.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Now, I like that when you call someplace and someone's really polite.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm gonna check the Frankenmuth Fudge Kitchen too.
How much they say it was?
It's $4 or $25 for 4 slices,
$25 for
and they have sampling too. You can sample the fudge. And the person who makes the Mackinac Island fudge in Frankenmuth, she said, was a 4th generation of, I don't
The
know,
Mackinac Island fudge.
yeah,
Oh.
2,
From
8,
up there.
9, 1. From like,
Slices.
beats me, I don't know. I'm gonna call the Fudge Kitchen.
I wonder if they have bricks of it.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna do some research.
Frankenmuth Fudge Kitchen, this is Brittany.
Hi, I was wondering if you sell Mackinac Island fudge.
We do not. It's Frankenmuth Fudge, so it's slightly different.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just wanted to call and make sure and do a little research.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So they don't make Mackinac Island fudge at the Frankenmuth Fudge Shop. So it's Frankenmuth Fudge. So they should have Frankenmuth Fudge ice cream then, I would presume.
You would think.
You would think. I guess they don't. But Murdoch's Fudge of Frankenmuth. So it's right on Main Street. So it's right in town. I'll have to probably work around the horse and buggies when I go over there.
Muffler Man shop right down the corner.
Yeah, the Muffler Man. You used to deliver parts there or work there? Or
There.
you worked there?
And look for us.
My dad worked at Muffler Man for a good many years, for those of you who didn't know. My dad used to work in Flint, Saginaw, Birch Run, Frankenmuth, Flint, Clio. I said Flint, didn't I?
Ohio.
I used to deliver parts to Ohio.
And Clio. He worked in Clio. He delivered parts to Ohio and Indiana, I think. Did you deliver them to Indiana? All over the place, yeah. So my dad, he knows quite a bit about cars. My dad's a mechanic. He knows a lot about that stuff. I don't.
It's like
I
I
mean-
tell my mom. Underneath his belt, he's a jack of all trades.
I mean, if my dad right now told me to go and buy a quart of blinker fluid, chances are I'd be out looking for blinker fluid. I would be Googling this right now, right at this very moment. Jared, you're low on blinker fluid. That's why the light's flashing so quick, you know. But, of course, blinker fluid does not exist. Only in Facebook world.
Well, if you're like me, you drive in the fog with your dims or your parking lights.
Well, you're supposed to drive in the fog with your dims. Parking lights? Well, how are you going to drive if you're... Yeah. You're going to drive with your parking lights?
Just like I tell her, put shaving cream on a bee sting.
Yeah, my dad suggested... Because she got stung by a bee one year. And Dad said, put some shaving cream on the bee sting. Yeah.
I asked him how long to leave it on there. He says, leave it on there
So it's staying.
till it stings.
Either mud or baking soda. Not shaving cream.
No, it leaves a pretty red mark on your spot where you got stung.
Yeah. You know, they would probably put that on Facebook. Put shaving cream on a bee sting.
Burns there, ain't it?
We should have did it when I did mine, huh, Jared? It would have been talk of Facebook.
Well, I mean, because with Facebook, I'm convinced that after having been on Facebook for so many years, I'm convinced, and I have seen a demonstration of people who will believe anything they are told on Facebook. I'm convinced.
Or in human.
Or in person. But especially on Facebook, because God knows that anything on Facebook is never incorrect. It just blows me away. It's a gossip column. That's all Facebook is. It's nothing but gossip and drama and lies and rumors and misinformation. I am so happy now, and I feel so much better knowing that I had detached myself from Facebook. There are a lot of my friends who say, you know, Jared, I've been wanting to just delete my Facebook altogether. Well, what's stopping you? Get off of it. I'm telling you, your life will be better without it. You won't be inundated with everybody's empty, nonsense.
Then you thought your friends were your friends instead of backstabbers.
Yeah, you have a lot of people who backstab you, and my thing is as well, is there are people on Facebook who will sharpshoot their lives, which means that they will only talk about the high points. You never hear about what goes on behind the scenes. What's that?
Oh, his buddy
Yeah.
that he's been trying to get a hold of.
Oh, okay.
Today's his birthday.
Oh. Well, they can still hear you even though you're talking low. But anyway, the thing about Facebook is people will only talk about the high points, and they put on this happy forced smile. Holy moly, what's that sound?
A Mexican birthday party.
Can you turn down the volume? I tell you, you never know what happens in the Sunday video updates, folks. It's like, I don't know. Could you adjust the volume? Pretty please?
I can't even touch the stupid
Now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Facebook, yeah. It's just, there's people who, you don't know what they're feeling inside. They may be broken inside, and they have to smile and pretend like everything's okay when it's not. You see a lot of people who are comparing each other's lives. You go through all of that. And there are people who come to me and they say, you know, Jared, I've been wanting to delete my Facebook, but I just can't because I have so many connections. Well, you know what? If they're really your friends,
That's why they have telephones.
they would understand if you delete your Facebook, not deactivate, delete permanently. If they really want to be your friends, if they really want to keep in touch, they will. They will email you, they will text you, they will call you. A lot of people say this to me, though, which I find to be just, it's just kind of funny to me. You know, well, Jared, I really want to delete my Facebook. I know you deleted your Facebook. I really want to delete mine. So then do it. Do it. Be done with it. Yeah, granted, Facebook is where we met. A lot of my subscribers I had met through Facebook, and there's people that I've known for years who are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Did I say subscribe to Facebook?
Yeah.
Subscribe to YouTube. I'm glad I caught that. There are people from all walks of life who are subscribed to my YouTube channel. But like I said, there are also people that I've known for a good many years, since childhood. We keep in touch without Facebook. That's why when I was on Facebook, I said, here's my contact information, my email address, my cell phone number, my mailing address. Please, let's keep in touch. I'm not going to be on Facebook. I'm no longer a part of that community. And if you want to get off Facebook, you can. You're not committing social suicide. You have this wonderful anonymity to your life, meaning that people can't just get on Facebook and say, oh, that's what he's up to, or oh, no new updates today, or whatever. No. If you live your life well outside of Facebook, you're going to have lots of wonderful stories to tell your friends, and you're going to have pictures to share, you're going to have videos to share, you're going to have stories to tell. So, if you've ever considered getting rid of Facebook, just do it. Don't be afraid. They're going to, they may come to you in droves and say, well, where did you go? You disappeared. I don't even see you on Facebook anymore. Because my life is better now without it. I'm not getting caught up in stupid things all the time. So, that was pretty much my point about Facebook. I know it's an overgeneralization, but I'm happy to not be a part of that anymore.
Wait.
Dad, she's showing you something. Sounds like Dad's ready to go back to sleep.
Looks like he is too.
I've been here for a little over 35 minutes, but it's been a good week for me. Not so much for these two, but for me, it's been a pretty good week. So yes, next Sunday, a week from today, I will be in Sandusky, Ohio, meeting up with friends. We're gonna have dinner. Don't know where yet. She said we're just gonna wing it, so I'm guessing KFC. We're just gonna wing it. Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know. I don't know of any restaurants in Sandusky, Ohio. Oh, but Jared, we have Google. You can find this information. I think I will. So, let's try this again. Restaurants.
No, I have a question.
What's that?
If they're going to Cedar Point, are you going to go to Cedar Point with
No.
them or no?
No.
Okay.
That's a family vacation
Oh, okay.
for them. But I've always wanted to meet them, and we've been talking for a long time.
Right.
They're showing Berardi's Family Kitchen, Diana's Deli and Restaurant, and Brick Oven Bistro.
Yeah, that's true. Jared wouldn't want to either because it's usually too hot there.
Yeah, there's no shade or anything.
Yeah.
Hey, Perkins Restaurant and Bakery. Huh.
Wonder if it's relation.
Thirsty Pony. I think that looks like a sports bar. American Food and Cocktails. I don't want cocktails. Sortino's Little Italy Ristorante. Nacho's Mexican Restaurant. Famous Dave's Barbecue. Oh, they have a Famous Dave's in Sandusky, Ohio. Dockside Cafe.
What do you mean, Nacho Mexican Restaurant?
That's what it says.
It wouldn't be yours because you're not Mexican.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Would you
mine
like another
because
cup of coffee, Jared?
yeah. Actually, just maybe a little fill
It
up.
says Nacho Mexican Restaurant.
It's Nacho's Mexican
Yeah,
Restaurant,
because you're not Mexican.
and they open in 25 minutes.
Yeah, you're not
There's a
Mexican,
Dockside
that's right.
Cafe. There's a Red Gable Mesquite Grill, D'Amour's Offshore Bar and Grill, Bay Harbor, Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yep, Quaker State, they still have that down there.
Quaker Steak, not state. Steak as in
Yeah.
meat. Zinc. Zinc. They sell oxide in their Port Sandusky Family Restaurant, Small City Tap House, Cameo Pizza, Al Graham Patron Mexican Restaurant, Depot Family Restaurant, the original Margaritaville. So, like, they don't have Wendy's or Burger King or McDonald's. I'm not seeing it. But some of these places, it looks like they're on an island. Famous Dave's Barbecue, Bay Harbor, Perkins Restaurant and Bakery. Wow, there's a lot of places here that... okay, so I can go down from Toledo. Yeah, I might not even have to use the Ohio Turnpike to get to Sandusky. I can go down Highway 2 from Toledo, get on the 280 and go down Highway 2.
Jared,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I messed up on your coffee.
Why?
You had it black and I put milk in it.
Oh, well, it don't matter. I can go down Highway 2, and it takes you right into Sandusky. Okay, I don't even have to take the 80-90. I can go down...
Send it over here, hon, by your printer.
Alright, I can go down 23, cross into Sylvania, which is a suburb of Toledo. I can go down 475 to 75. Jump on the 280, go down to 2.
Over there.
I'll figure it out next week.
Over there.
Figure out how to get to Highway 2. If I can get there from 280, which I think I can. Or I could just go down 75 through Detroit and Monroe, but I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, I'm done looking at Google.
Baby boy, you better not go after those birds.
Oh, the door's open in the background. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, and baby boy's right up there where that bird's nest is. He's standing on the, weed eaters.
Oh. But anyway, the weed whackers, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'll figure out a way to get to Sandusky. I can get there from Toledo. Take Route 2. So anyway, I'll wait for Dad to come back in so he can say his goodbyes. There's really nothing much else to talk about this week. Other than next week I'll be in Ohio.
I'm going to say mine. Goodbye. I'll have a good day. Enjoy your day. No matter what the weather's like where you're at. Goodbye.
No matter what the weather's like, goodbye. If it's hailing, bye.
Yeah.
If there's a tornado coming through, bye.
Yeah.
If there's a blizzard, bye.
Happy.
You're going to say goodbye?
Bye.
Yeah, if there's a flood, if there's a natural disaster, bye. Oh, Dad's feeding the cat. He's feeding baby boy. So come on in. Shut the door. Shut. Because it's like giving off a lot of light.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait until Dad gets done.
Oh yeah, that is making it a lot brighter.
Yeah, and even if I move like this,
It's still, yeah.
but
Oh, he's feeding the cat too. I keep telling him we ain't gotta feed that one out there, but
yeah, he keeps coming back. But we can't let a cat go hungry. He's hungry, and
oh, I know.
we can't let him go without. We just can't.
He's the one that's in charge of the outside cat.
Yeah. Well,
He's the one that fell in love with it.
I'm just waiting for Dad to get done, so that way he can say his goodbyes. Because he's got the door wide open.
Go on. Go.
So shut the door, Dad.
Go on.
Shut the door. Thank you very much.
Mama.
Are you gonna say goodbye?
Bye.
And as you can see, my dad's not chopped up into bits and put into a freezer. Did you hear about that rumor, Amy?
No.
People are just stupid.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I did. I heard
Did
you
I?
and Dad talking about
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's awful funny. If I'm a murderer, you wouldn't hear the person having a conversation with me that I supposedly killed. Just thought I'd put that out there. I mean,
Y'all have a nice day. You hear?
come over in the camera so they can see that you're made whole and you're not chopped into bits and pieces like people think you are.
Hello, partners. Y'all have a nice day now. Yeah.
Okay, hillbilly. But anyway,
Come down
guys.
south.
Anyway, guys, we're out of here. We hope you have a good week. Live and laugh and smile and just keep the peace. We're going to try to have a better week.
Chins up.
Yeah, keep your chins up, and I'll keep my beard trimmed. Maybe. But anyway, we're out of here. Have a wonderful week. I'm going to be heading over to Frankenmuth here in a little while. And I will be here next week. Same bear time, same bear channel. Because they call me Jer Bear. Very fitting. Anyway, have a good week, guys. I'll see you later. Mwah. Much love and peace.
I'm gonna drink this cup, take my cracky meds and
Oh, and I'm going to be taking my meds too. So, peace.